Marvel taking new approach to Israeli superhero Sabra for Captain America 4. Character's MCU debut ignites concern. What in the hell is going on here? Disney and Marvel Studios announced at the D23 Expo that unorthodox Emmy nominee Shira Haas is joining the MCU as a superhero Sabra in the upcoming fourth Captain America movie, officially titled New World Order. In the comics, Sabra is a mutant who serves as a Mossad agent. Character's inclusion in the comics has long generated controversy, but Marvel confirmed to Variety that it's taking a new approach with Sabra for the big screen. The studio said in a statement to Variety, "While our characters and stories are inspired by the comics, they are always freshly imagined for the screen and today's audience, and the filmmakers are taking a new approach with the character Sabra, who was first introduced in the comics over 40 years ago," unquote. In the early 1980s, courtesy of the Incredible Hulk. Her presence became a point of contention as it brought Marvel Comics firmly into the Israeli-Palestine conflict. Oh shit. In a 1981 Hulk comic, for instance, Sabra shows little remorse over the death of a Palestinian boy until the Hulk teaches her about human values. CNN notes that Sabra often battled offensive Arab stereotypes in the comics, escalating concerns from Palestinians over the character joining the MCU on screen. The Institute for Middle East Understanding, a US-based pro-Palestinian organization, criticized the character of Sabra for glorifying the Israeli army and police. The name of the superhero itself has also been a source of controversy. As the Times reports, to Israeli Jews, a Sabra can simply be a person born in Israel. But Sabra is also the name of a refugee camp in Lebanon where a Christian militia massacred hundreds of Palestinians while Israeli troops stood by 40 years ago. So it really does seem like they're about to go down one hell of a political rabbit hole with this fucking movie. Like, this next Captain America movie is really does seem like it's going to be next level, absolute fucking next level with how they're gonna try to portray the world and all the bullshit that's going on in it, all of the corruption and behind the curtains, behind closed doors, behind the scenes bullshit. I feel like this is gonna be probably deeper than the Winter Soldier in Civil War, and if that's the case, holy goddamn. Captain America New World Order is in development at Marvel and a screenplay has yet to be finalized. Marvel has increased representation on screen by multicultural and by LGBT standards. It has routinely brought in cultural consultants to ensure the studio does not reinforce harmful stereotypes. So even when it came to something like Ms. Marvel, and they made sure that they didn't want to disrespect anything of the Muslim culture or the Pakistani culture, keep this shit as PC as possible. We need this to be like legit. We want to make sure that people can relate and that they can actually take something in from our own culture and shit. Respect that. I love that. Fucking love that. A Stanford professor, Prayas Satya, consulted on Ms. Marvel, for instance, while Egyptologist Rami Romani consulted on Moon Knight. See, so think about it like this, right? You can't say that a show is appropriating a kind of culture because the culture is on set all the fucking time, making sure that nothing offensive gets past them or nothing offensive goes out onto the market, and now people are looking at it and now it's just a project that's labeled as DOA. Fuck no. I love it. I fucking love it. Marvel Studios has also been embraced in the past for taking a fresh approach on screen to a controversial comic book character. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings was mired in controversy ahead of its release, in part due to Tony Leung's casting as the hero's father. Because, you know, people didn't want a whole Fu Manchu thing going on. They didn't want essentially the same reason why they didn't want the Ancient One in Doctor Strange to be an Asian man. That's why they got Tilda Swinton. Do what you gotta do to keep things PC, but also understand representation, you know? But again, it's good to have those consultants on set with you to let you know, fuck no, that doesn't work. It can't work like this. Just chill the fuck out. Shang-Chi's father in the comics is a racist stereotype named Fu Manchu, but Marvel refashioned the character into the more original Zhu Wenwu, for the film. The character and Leung's performance were widely celebrated as one of the better and more dynamic MCU villains. Goddamn right, I really did like Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, or Shang-Chi. Haas is set to star in Captain America New World Order, opposite Anthony Mackie as the title hero. Disney has set a May 3rd, 2024 release date for the movie. So I find it to be interesting. Not only did we just learn that Marvel has a type of cultural consultant team that goes on and looks after actual cultural pieces being not only accurate, but tasteful and enjoying and pleasing. They understand that people are looking at comic book controversy and they're looking at Marvel. They're like, well, how are you going to properly translate this? And lo fucking behold, they actually do have a plan to retcon a lot of these pieces of controversy. If you guys really want to see it like this, some people were kind of worried when Civil War came out. I know I was worried when Civil War came out because I thought that they were actually going to go down the route where the New Warriors were going to break into a villain house, just start fucking shit up. In the comics, they do that because they're trying to get clout for TV and shit. And villains start freaking the fuck out. They're running for their lives and all this, that, and the third. One villain named Nitro, he's cornered and he's like, nah, you ain't gonna get me. Dude was hiding out. I think he was hiding out at like a park or something like that. Or he was hiding out near a school. And he detonated, just fucking destroyed so much. Like, I mean, miles upon miles on miles of fucking damage. And I think it killed like 112. That was a lot of controversy because it was dealing with kids being killed. And while kids were still killed in the movie Civil War, it wasn't to the extent where people got killed because of selfishness. They were just killed because of a total freak fucking accident. In the comics, that wasn't a freak fucking accident. That was a motherfucker just trying to get away from everything and being like, well, fuck it. Like, this is my only way out type shit. Like, just get rid of everybody so that way that I can just be left the fuck alone. It's fucking bad. Really, really, really fucking bad. But yeah, so when it comes to the controversy of this character, you know, it's like I said, I know Marvel has a plan, and with every plan, it's gonna have a pretty good fucking direction. So I feel like there's been a pretty good track record of not being offended by what Marvel has been putting out culturally. So when Captain America comes out, I say we give that shit a chance and we not discriminate. We not discriminate.